Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by the one and only Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And we've got a lot to cover this morning, but nothing more important than you at home, or maybe you're out there watching on that Fox 12 app. You can call us up on that viewer hotline. It's 503-548-6777. I almost forgot my own phone number. But we'd love to hear from you. Super easy to do. If you have questions, comments, or reports, live reports, go to the front of the line. We'd love to hear from you, so please don't be shy. As always, though, in this segment, we're going to show you lots of photos that everybody's been sending in, so be patient with that. We're going to get there. This upcoming segment in the field report, we'll talk about what's going on around here real time. It's the 1st of June. Things have changed. Everything that has come up to this point, well, is now different. Now, they're still going to continue to call springers going over Bonneville Dam springers until the 15th, but they're technically summers, but we won't go too far into that. But lots of options out there. The Columbia, this week they announced an extended reopener, I guess is the way to put it. Instead of just being Saturday, Sunday, Monday, now it's going to go all the way through the 15th of June and then pick up there on the 16th and go all the way through July, but only Chinook for 3 days. And you better be an attorney. I'm just serious. It's going to be one of those things again this year. Don't let the idiot on the other side of the TV screen, which would be me, get you in trouble. You're going to have to make sure that you stay on top of what is, where it is, what it is that's open on the Columbia. Doesn't matter if below Bonneville or above. Things are changing, though. Opportunity is there, right? We'll see how all that pans out. But we'll kind of cover a little bit about what some of those reports would be from the Willamette this past week. We'll get there. And then, of course, what I've heard so far this morning on the Columbia. Also, we'll have river levels and fish counts. Those are absolutely relevant right now, especially if you are starting to get excited about summer steelhead. So we're going to have a little bit of conversation with that. Also, what are some of your other opportunities that are out there? And one in particular has been taking over the questions here recently. It's about shad. Shad fishing has been ridiculously good, and it's just because it's that time of year and the conditions are pretty perfect for good fishing. In our Chevy Silverado tech tip of the week, today we've got a clip for you, tech tip that we filmed specifically for shad, and we're going to utilize that Kershaw Tech Cam and show you my favorite bait, period. If somebody said this is all you get, it's the one bait only, that's what I'm going to show you in that segment as well, so make sure you pay attention to that. That'll be the Chevy Silverado tech tip of the week. Then, for the first time, we're going to be able to expose our brand new sponsor, the Mill Casino, down out of Coos Bay. I know a lot of you are very familiar with Coos Bay. I'm familiar with it. I've fished out of there a handful of times in my life. It's been a decade, at least. We're going to check in with Michael Laffey for a segment and find out all about the Mill Casino, their hotel there, the charter service that goes right out of there. Opportunities for you and the family to go down and have some fun, and that's what I'm planning on doing. Now that I know more about it, I want to get Eva and Lana down there and go do some fishing. Take Lana out to the saltwater for the first time on their charter boat. So I'm super excited about this, and it'll be a lot of fun to have another perspective. We'll be able to get reports now, viable reports from that Coos Bay area, so I'm looking forward to it. Then we've got Nicholas Saba here in the studio. I got it right. I actually got it right, dude. I feel terrible about that, but like I said, I graduated from Franklin High School. Yes, there was Franklin High School back then too, everyone. But I got his name wrong earlier. I apologize. We're going to talk about the upcoming, actually starts today, okay? It's being put on by High Cascade Tackle Company. This is the Dirty Derby, the Willamette River Dirty Derby for spring Chinook, okay? Not bass, not sturgeon, not shad. It's for spring Chinook, and this derby actually goes on for 35 days. It starts today, June 1, and goes through the 5th of July. Now, they're tying in Fred's Marina down there at the head of the channel. Edge is also part of that, help sponsoring Mad Greek Deli, which, by the way, makes me hungry just even talking about. Literally, my stomach's growling. But we're going to have a chance to find out what this derby is all about, how you can participate in it, and take advantage of such a large window. Now, we all know that June as crazy it is to say it, and I've said it this way a few times on the air already, the last decade or so has really turned out to be the month, right, for Willamette River spring Chinook. I hate doing this, but it's true. And most likely it's been that way for a lot longer, you know, with the coming up of 360 fishing and how that's changed, how we go after salmon of every species, all runs. I mean, that technique has really kind of changed how we go after them, really blew up that head of the channel area in June, and for that matter, all throughout the system, down in the channel, wherever it might be. It's certainly an opportunity in 35 days, and you can win big fish, most fish. You can enter in multiple fish. I mean, it's just a really cool operation, and it's their first one that they've put on, and we're going to have Nicholas in here to talk about that specifically and give you an idea on how you can participate in that. It sounds really easy. And now this is when everybody's going to be gravitating down to that zone, so it'll be perfect timing for that. Then we're going to have your deal of the week from Fisherman's Marine, which is a pretty perfect one, at least as far as timing, like always, typically with fishermen. So we don't have any calls that are up now. Let's go ahead and go to some of your photos that everybody's been sending in, and then, of course, we'll show you how you can do it if you've actually not had a chance to send those photos in. But we get tons of them, and for everyone that's taken the time to do it, thank you very much. We love doing this. Jeremy, nice Chinook right there. That could be a winner for that Dirty Derby on the Willamette. You know, you got the right fish. If it's on the Willamette system, all you got to do is enter those things in now. Here's a cute one. Trout fish, and this is Casey. Outfishes Grandpa. Well, duh, Dennis, you can't let them not, right? Even if you got to hand them the rod, make sure they're winning. Great photo, too, by the way. Turkey season is now officially over with, but I can tell you, what a great year. For the folks that had a chance to get out, it was just a really good year. Overall, populations are doing great here in Oregon, and of course, Washington as well. A great photo right there. Another Chinook, and they're going to continue to see lots of these. You're going to start seeing more summer steelhead in the mix, and you're going to start seeing more greenfish too as we go forward with walleye and bass. Folks are going to start targeting kokanee, this and that, but Chinook are going to be out there. Look at that surf perch. Wow. Wow. That's definitely take a pause. First thing, that's awesome. That's some of the funnest fishing that you can do. Number two, they're also delicious. Each one of those is, well, at least 3 tacos. And if you get a big one, it's 4 tacos. It's a lot like walleye. That's how we kind of gauge those things. Delicious fish and fun to go after. Interesting, too, that they're in the boat. That also changes things. Looks like a little summer steelhead there. Could be a downriver winner. Tough to say. It looks like a nice steelhead, though. Hunter, thanks for sending that in. And those are photos that'll last forever, and that's why we put them out on the air, so we can show you off. It's easy to do. We'll get there in just a second. Another Chinook, and we're going to continue to see lots of those. That's right there. Well, that's right there in front of Fred's. At least, unless I'm wrong, that sure looks like it. And there's going to be a number of people spending some time at Fred's here going throughout June and into that early part of July with this derby coming up, and now starting. Another great photo. You get the kids in there, you're going to get on the air for sure. I'm just saying, it's the easiest way to make sure you get in on Outdoor GPS. And here's how you do it. It's the simplest way. Other ways to do it, but this is the easiest. It's the Fox 12 app. Find Outdoor GPS, click on that. It'll scroll yourself down. You can find where you can upload photos and video. And trust me, I figured it out once. I don't know if I could figure it out again, but I did the first time, so it can't be that hard. All right, we're going to cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to have my field report from this week, which was interesting. I actually had a chance to put the Chevy Silverado to work. It was clean. Well, it's not clean now. And also a photo and well, we'll get to it. We've got a photo to show you as well. We'll be right back.